I'm going to be discussing a solid, foolproof CA foundation strategy. So, if you're a self study student, you're from science background, non math background, you're a first attempt student, second, third attempt student, or you are someone who is attending coaching, whatever category you're falling under, you can definitely use these strategies and this plan. And yes, I'm going to be discussing it subject wise. So, please stay tuned till the end. So I have used all these strategies for my CA foundation preparation, and I did clear it in my very first attempt. Though it was called CPT back then, but still the strategies more or less remain the same in terms of preparation. So you can use these strategies. I am Megha Bhansali, Indian Qualified Chartered Accountant and ACCA. So first to begin with, let's understand a little bit of the exam breakup and the exam paper pattern. So we have four subjects: accountancy, law, math and economics. So first I'm going to give you little generic strategies which you can use across all four subjects. Then I would do subject wise strategy. So if you're from science background, what you should do in accountancy and what you should not be doing. So we'll discuss that later. So first of all, to begin with, your study plan should be prepared in such a way that you have last 1 month if you're looking at September attempt right now, and if you're looking at June attempt, last at least 10-15 days to do your past papers. So you should typically be solving at least 10 past papers for each of your subject. So you plan that accordingly and you have enough days for revision. So that has to be there. Then when you are studying, first and foremost, try to make little summary or try to make little notes. It can be time consuming, but it is going to be very helpful. At your 12th standard level, you have found notes from a lot of friends or from some other sources, but honestly at a professional level it is not going to help you. Making notes by yourself is really going to be very effective. Now, I'm not saying copy paste the entire books. No, that is not the way you make a summary. Now, what you should be doing typically, if you look at the ICAI material, after every chapter, you have a small summary of each of the chapter. So, what you do is you take the small sticky notes and put sticky notes on all of these summary pages. And right next to that summary, write some 2-3 points which you think are important or relevant for that particular chapter. So typically, summary of each chapter should not be more than 1 page. That should be your thumb rule. So typically, let's say I'm having 20-25 chapters in a subject, so I just have 20-25 page to kind of read, understand the concept, and everything is right there. So it's going to help you at the time of revision. It is going to help you if you're looking at it from an inter point of view. Let's say there's some topic or concept which will come again in CA inter, so you can go back, revise, and it is going to be very handy. Make your own notes and make it in a way one chapter, 1 page. That is going to be very effective. And also the same thing you need to apply when you're solving your questions. So there are two ways that you can look at solving your questions. One is you're solving all the questions the very first time you're sitting to study. And when you're studying the topic, please solve the questions simultaneously. Do not do it later on. Because if you do it later on, you're going to forget the concept and then you're going to feel lost. So solve all the questions simultaneously and mark all the questions which you were not able to solve in the first time. So second time when you're revising, you're only doing these questions. You're not spending too much time. Plus you're focusing on the difficult ones. So that will give you a good balance of practice. The second approach could be to not do all the questions the very first time, to only do 80% or 90% of questions. Mark the rest of the questions for your second revision. So if you're in a short of time, you can follow this mechanism. So these are two general tips which you can follow in terms of how to prepare for your examination. You can use this across all your four subjects. Now moving on to subject wise preparation. So first, if I have to talk about accountancy, honestly, accountancy is very, very important. Skipping any topic in accountancy is not going to help you, because your entire base of your CA is accountancy. You will be doing accounts in your inter, your final, and practically accounting is what you will be doing throughout your journey. So accountancy is very, very important. You need to get your basics right. In case you're from science background, my request is to join any crash course of 11th and 12th standard, where you will learn all basics of accountancy. In a CA foundation class, typically, concepts are not covered in that much detail, so that might not be very relevant for you. Please join a 11th or a 12th standard crash course, which will typically be in about 15-20 days. If not, you have a lot of videos available on YouTube, Udemy. Watch them, get your concepts clear. Please get your basic accountancy concept clear. If your concepts are not clear, you cannot clear your CA examination. You might clear foundation, but you will struggle at your inter and final level. So accountancy is something you have to focus. You need to do 100% of syllabus no matter what. And honestly, this is going to be the most scoring paper. So you should typically target to get at least 60 marks in your accountancy paper, because it's a practical paper, easy to score marks, and it is very conceptual paper. So you can target to score marks there. So accountancy should be your star subject, even if you're from science background. Probably you need to put a little more extra hours on accountancy, get your concepts clear, and then focus on accountancy. Moving on to law. Law, I know, is typically theoretical, pretty boring to study, and I get a lot of questions from a lot of students that how do I study law? I'm not able to clear law. Typically, yes, law is a little difficult paper to clear. Two, three reasons. One, it is completely theory, so you kind of find it boring to study. Second, you need to really work upon your writing. In law, practice is more important than studying. So law is also very logical paper, so you can apply common sense and also answer the paper, or understand the act using your logics. But you need to work upon your writing, because it's a proper subjective kind of a paper. You need to structure your answer well, and my suggestion is write as many answers you can and get it evaluated from a mentor or your tutor. They will exactly guide you if your law preparation is going right or no. So for law, please follow writing skills. It is very important. And if law is your weaker subject, target only 50 percentage in law. That means, I'm not saying study 50% of syllabus. No, study at least 80-90% of syllabus. So your focus area should be your contract act, your partnership act, because these are your acts which are going to be used in your practical life also, and it will help you. So focus on these laws, which will cover at least 50-60 percentage of your syllabus, and focus on writing. So you can target to get at least 45-50 in law. Also, if law is weak, or any subject is weak for that matter, do not target just 40, because when you target 40, you will get only 20-30. You have to target at least 15 each paper. That's when you will get that 40 marks. Uh, so if law is weak, try to target only the passing marks. Follow these steps for preparing for law. Focus on high weighted chapters and focus more on writing. That will really help you. So even if you're doing like 20 past papers for law, I'm sure you will cover majority of the syllabus. So you can do that. Now moving on to mathematics. Typically mathematics is a little weaker section of majority of the students, because they do not have maths in there, because they do not have maths at the 12th standard. But the strategy to mathematics should be, if you look at the chapter wise weightage, okay, the finance math is typically going to come for 15-20 marks in the examination, and this is the most simple part of mathematics, also very relevant from a CA point of view. Calculating simple interest, compound interest, net present value, annuity, you're continuously going to be using this at your inter and final level. So this topic should be very well done, and this will cover your 15 to 20 marks of your math paper. So that should be your focus. Then you can focus on statistics. Trust me, statistics is a very, very scoring part of the paper. In statistics, you do not have to use any brains. Just remember the formula, apply the formula, and your question is solved. So you can focus on that solid 40 marks of statistics. 15-20 marks is coming from your business finance, and then you have your logic reasoning. Again, logic reasoning, I believe, is very important, very mandatory if you're going to do a CA course. So you can also focus on that 20 marks of logic reasoning. So that will give you good 50-60 marks for your mathematics paper. So if you're someone who is weak at mathematics, this could be a strategy to pass your mathematical paper. Moving on to your last paper, which is economics. For economics, if you're not from an economics background or if you're from a science student, then if you look at your economics paper, now the topic wise weightage is very scattered. Okay, like your demand supply, your national income, all of those are equal weightage. So now you have to strategize this in such a way that if you're finding your macroeconomics easy or your microeconomics easy, then focus on one too much. So microeconomics you focus more, or you focus on macroeconomics. So you will have to strategize economics based on your understanding and how well you could particularly understand the topic. And again, if economics is weak, try to do 70-80% of your syllabus and target of 50 in economics. So that your passing marks is achieved, and get your aggregate from accountancy or from mathematics. So this could be your overall strategy if you are looking at passing your CA foundation, or if you're feeling lost in preparing for your CA foundation. Just don't worry, you can definitely reach out to me. I do mentor a lot of students, I help them pass their CA foundation examination. So just give me a call, details have been shared here, and I will be very happy to help you and guide you through your CA journey. I hope you found this video useful. Please do comment below on how you found these strategies, if you've implemented this, how it has worked out for you. And in case you require any kind of video or any topic which you want me to discuss, that also you can drop in a comment below. We will definitely make a video for you. And guys, please do subscribe to my channel, like my video, share it with your friends who are preparing for CA Foundation. And I'll be back with more such content. Till then, take care. See you all.